Hello out there. I just got off work early. I wanted to do a special shout out to a bunch of people. Some I can't think of your names off the top of my head, forgive me. Like I said, I just got off work early and I'm gonna be rushing to take a cab here soon to get my ass home. I have a lot of homework to do. I made a promise to myself to improve on my channel, and it's going to take a lot of practice over and over and over again. Because in the future, when I put out graphics, I want to put out quality, and turn some of these stories that I have in my brain that have been passed down, I have learned through research, into comedy gold. We're going to put the Northwest on the map. And also the world. Because I think what we deal with today, it's an international issue. That's what I'm about. I don't believe in nationality. But, people can believe what they want. But I wanted to thank everyone. I reached over 100 subscribers now. It's taken a year. And yeah, I move slow like the turtle, and that's okay. To me, it's not all about me. It's about everybody. And it's about you. And all of you, to me, are a diamond. I want to especially do a shout out to Miles. I told him I would do a video about this. Yeah, in the meantime, until my work gets better, and it's going to take a while. Kind of like waiting for, the dragons in the Game of Thrones. It's going to take a while. But in the meantime, you guys are just going to have to deal with my crappy videos. And that's okay. Because some of you out there really like it. And that's all right. I appreciate every one of you. But I wanted to say hi out there to Rosemary. I wanted to show you something real special. Let me show you real quick. You'll be amazed. Check this out. This is near where I work. You can't see it very clearly from here, so I'm going to give you a better view. Giving you a better view explains what I want to lead this all to. Now this is one of the many murals. The city here, all over, in every major park, has a bunch of beautiful murals done by wonderful artists. So this here is the Seattle Storm. Some of these ladies, they come to my work. Isn't that awesome? I remember when I first met you and some of the other women out there. Hello. Y'all played sports like this. It was wonderful. Like I was saying before, and you remember, we played volleyball against each other. I did it for my mom, just for 1 year. And I had tried it before in junior high. But that was during a tough time in my life. That's a clearer picture, isn't it? Okay, before we go off on a tangent, I want to show you something even better. This is all part of Uptown. Some people call it Lower Queen Anne. And I've been working around in this neighborhood for quite some time. Since about 2007. You, Rosemary, and Catherine and the others. Karen, too. I'll talk about her some other time. Babushka, my daughter, probably remembers Karen as well. Oh, hello, Babushka, if you're out there. Your birthday's coming up. It's right around the corner. Beautiful Gemini. And I'll be sending you what you asked for sure. And something sweet that I'll make for you. Check this out. One more thing I want to show you. Isn't that a hoot? My name has been played with all my life. And this is what I want to talk about too. How things can be played with and get out of control. How do I explain it? I think I can explain it. Let's see. It's off the top of my head. I had it down not too long ago while I was working. It's easy when I'm focused, when I'm working. Even when I'm at home, working, pulling weeds, or cooking, or washing dishes, that tends to calm me down. And reading books and doing research. And yeah, I read books. Some people don't like to. They kind of find it in the past or unnecessary. I read books for research. And I like to dig through them. Isn't that gorgeous? Our Lady of Guadalupe up there. Nice. But I read books to study. And Rosemary, when you first met me, it could have been your RH negative vibes. It could have been that thing. Some folks call it intuition. I don't know. Or it just could have been how you care. You've always had a very warm, caring heart for everybody. But when I entered that classroom years ago, and you recognized me, and you pointed out that I sit in front of you, near you, to protect me and to welcome me, it just said so much. And I recognized you too. Even though I think when we played sports against each other, it was only in glimpses. But that's all right. My name has always been played with. All my life. I didn't even really know what my real name was. Really. I got so used to my main nicknames. And I've been sending you links, sharing information from a wonderful guide and researcher, Mike DeMann. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. I follow everybody and I sift through things. When I first started researching on the internet, it blew my mind. 'Cause like I was saying before, I was off the grid for years. Just doing my artwork, just doing my sewing, doing a lot of meditating, working a lot, 'cause that's my drug of choice. I'm a workaholic. And just analyzing. But when I finally got on the internet and delved into the RH negative thing, I saw all that stuff with the reptilian theories. I knew exactly what it was. And Lionel, if you're out there, hello. Lionel, you and I have agreed to disagree on a lot of things. And I'll always appreciate your input. But some things, and I've explained it to you in the past, I can't agree with. Because it can lead to this. I just can't do it. A lot of the theories of the reptilian stuff, it goes back to made-up mythos that merged into mythos for totalitarian groups like the Nazi Party. Oh, hell no. Isn't this cool? I'd rather research about this stuff here and focus my time on what's important, you know, through science and social science. We're going to talk about sports again and seeing things clearly. The first sport I played was t-ball. I talk about it in some of my unedited videos when I'm telling stories about my growing up to my daughter. I learned right away because me and another young girl were on an all-boys team because our town was small, like a little village. But we learned real fast that in life, if you don't have, you know, bases, if things are baseless, you can't play the game properly. And that's how I feel about science and research. If you have baseless science, you cannot play the game correctly. There's just so much more out there. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, when I stuck my toe into the Atlantean stuff, because it was actually a young woman who is off the grid. And Noli, if you're out there, hello. Do you remember telling me, Noli, when I had told you my blood type? You laughed. And you said, oh, I've heard about that. That's hella spiritual. You know, doesn't that go down to the roots of Atlantis? And I'm like, I don't know. There's no factual science behind even Atlantis existing. Because I feel, and this is just me, and what the hell do I know? Stories of all the gens and the cultures and the tribes, they go back, and it's how these people, with the development that they had back then, it's how they interpreted the world in their mythos. And a lot of it had to do with survival and the mode of production and what they had on hand to interpret how the world works. Did that make any sense? Maybe it did. I don't know. But yeah. I want to do more research. Or at least try to. And in the meantime, I have a lot to do. A lot to do. I'm relearning my art. And when I was young, that gave me comfort. Look at that portrait there. Isn't that great? With the needle and one way. And guess what? That one way, that's a great reminder for me to stay on my path and go here. I want to get into my art. I want to look into the mythos and the history of the region here, and how people migrated here. We can go back even thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years ago, because there's a lot of good stuff out there. A lot of it I actually learned from my dad. There's one valuable thing that he taught me, and he did tell amazing stories. Because of his redundancy, it was easy for me and my siblings. Well, my siblings maybe, after a while, they may have ignored him and walked away. But oftentimes, I would hide behind chairs or underneath furniture while him and other guys would talk about this stuff and debate about it. And they would bring up some pretty baseless crap at times. But he would point out wanting the facts. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. All of this is going to take about 6 months to a year for me to get down and dirty with my artwork again, and to relearn how to use this tool. And it's challenging, but what else has not been challenging in my life? You know, I'm 48 years old. I still have about 50 more years to go, and I'm determined. And I might make some enemies, and that's okay. I'll block them and deal with them. I've dealt with some before, actually last fall. Check that out. This is August Wilson, wonderful artist. And going through this door is a symbol here of entering this world. Seattle Center. It's been so good hearing from you, and thank you so much for liking what I've been sending you. It's been a journey to figure out my brain, how it works, especially going through the ups and downs of everyday life, you know, the bitter and the sweet. I think about what you're going through. Just about as much as I think about every day what my daughter has and is still going through. I miss her every day. Anyways, I just wanted to put out a quick, unedited, short video. Do you see the rhododendron? These flowers are native, right, to the Pacific Northwest. It's actually the Washington state flower. I know the Oregon state flower is the Oregon grape. It's not even a grape. But yeah, rhododendrons for you. And Rosemary, you're a Gemini too. Your birthday is coming up. And I'm glad you liked what I sent to you. You deserve everything good. And make sure, folks, to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate every one of you for putting up with me and putting up with my stories. But yeah, you're so appreciated. Flowers go out to you too. Anyways, I gotta go. My taxi's gonna be here soon. Take care. Bye.